how is everybody doing? Happy Thursday.
Oh,
I feel like I have, I have literally been here every day this week. So hopefully you're not sick of seeing me yet. Say hello to our friend Anna Banana.
hello, everyone.
Her link is in the description box below. I will stick it in the chat so you all can show her some love if you feel inclined to do so. We would appreciate that. All support is support, and we like it. All right, there we go. Yay! Look at me. How coordinated am I? Are you impressed? It's amazing, isn't it? So friends, let's say hi to everybody that's in the chat. We're going to do some full moon readings tonight, and I'll tell you a little bit about the full moon because it's an interesting one, friends. It's an interesting one. So, hi, Ivana. Hi, Vivian. Hi, Grace. Good to see you. Hi, Lise. Whoops, the chat just jumped. I hate it when it does that because I lose my spot. Hi, Ron. Hi, honey. My husband. That's the honey, by the way. Sorry. Cat Mama Meow is in the house. Hi, Claudia. M. Steve, how you doing, dear? Hopefully, Mom is feeling good. You are doing well as well. Hypnocity is in the chat. We thank you for being here. Who else is here? That is looking like that's it. So thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you for hanging out with us. Happy New Year to all that I have not seen prior. Happy New Year to you, Anna. I haven't seen you in the longest time.
I've just been cooped up. I haven't seen anybody. Trust me, believe I have not seen anybody this year. Happy New Year, everyone.
Hi, Gypsy JJ. So the commercial that I just played, the last commercial, is for next week. So tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, Ron Unconditional Love joins me for Thank the Spirit. It's Friday. And we look forward to that. This Saturday is One Step at a Time. And I'm supposed to be going to my sister's house, but unfortunately my sister and one of her daughters is not feeling good. Sort of started to not feel good before they went on their vacation. And so I spent 6 weeks being not well, not really wanting to go again. So I'm waiting to hear back. Regardless of whether I go to my sister's or not, we still will do the road trip and Tarot on the go. So I want to mention that next week, and I'll be back on Sunday to do some wellness readings. It's a new little thing that I'm doing. So hopefully you guys can join me. That's my normal Sunday connection show. And then on Monday at 7 p.m., it's a special edition of Achieving Wellness. And we have numerologist Ann Perry coming. She is awesome. And she will be here to break down what 2023 through the numerology will be sort of, showing us and doing for us and all that good stuff. And maybe we'll break into some birth years and life path numbers and all that good stuff. So hopefully you can join us for that. Then Ben's here on Wednesday for Tea Time with Ben. And I don't remember what else I'm doing.
I was shuffling my cards while you were talking about the numerologist.
Yeah.
And that fell out.
There you go. I love it. Brilliant idea. Yes. So hi, Butterflies Are Free. Hi, Gertrude. Hi, Jen. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Hi, Sharon Sipe. Good to see everybody. This is my friend Anna Banana. We're here to do some full moon readings for you. And we're going to go with the spread out of this book.
You tell me what I'm doing and I'm doing it.
Okay.
I don't have that deck, so I don't know the exact spread.
Do you want me to put it in the chat so you know the things?
In the private chat, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Talk amongst yourself. That. Play some elevator music while I type.
You're jumpy today.
So this is a new moon, or a full moon in Cancer. Will be at its brightest illumination at like 6:09 Eastern time tomorrow. That's all I remember at this moment without looking at my notes.
AM or PM?
PM. Did I not say that? Sorry. You know how hard it is to talk and type and not type what you're talking about?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Oh. What?
I can listen and type perfectly, but I can't guarantee you that I'm going to listen. I'm going to understand everything that you're saying.
Now I can listen and type, but I can't guarantee that what I'm hearing is not what I'm typing. Because that's kind of how it goes. So for entertainment purposes only, thank you, Miss Vivian. Appreciate you putting that in there. If you guys want to book a private reading with me, information is in the description box below. And I do have a special going on till January 15th for a month ahead. So a look at the year ahead reading. So you can contact me for that as well. All right. So here we go with the full moon. If you guys want a full moon, pop it in the chat. You just have to say like me or yes or something like that. Put a little happy face around it so that I can sort of I've got
already has one up there. There we go.
And we will get started shortly. I was going to say something and now I can't remember. Happens all the time, friends. So
you're talking about if you wanted a reading, just put a yay or a nay.
Yes. Full moon. That's where I was going. I was going to the full moon. Okay, so I went to, as I always do, I went to a plethora of sites today because I was trying to get some information about Mercury retrograde and all of that good stuff. So as I always do, I took a whole bunch of notes and, it didn't change. It was basically like, this is not going to be the greatest full moon in the world. So brace yourselves is what I want to say. And I don't like walking into anything in that sort of way. But we have to say what it is. Go ahead, hon.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
But I've always been under the impression that Cancer was one of the more emotional
That's
signs.
Exactly why it's not the greatest full moon in the world.
Okay.
So
that would definitely explain it.
Yeah. So this first full moon of the year is all about an emotional release. It's typically nicknamed the wolf moon or the cold moon. Can also be referred to as the severe moon or the hard moon. We'll stick with the wolf moon. So think about the wolf, sort of on a hill or on a snowbank or something of that nature, sort of looking up and howling at the moon. That's basically why it has its name, and that's basically what we can expect from it. Yay. And so that is why I said it's not, yeah. So,
okay, I need to jump past that as quickly as possible.
Yeah. So Cancer is a cardinal sign, and it is ruled by the moon. And like the moon, Cancer signs usually quickly go through the motions to reflect their feelings of those surrounding the feelings that they're having, right? This full moon in Cancer is a reminder that it is not your role to hold someone's failures, upsets, disappointments, downfalls, or shortcomings as your own. So, in other words, don't take responsibility for other people. This is a point in time when your empathy could be stretched or tested, if you understand what I mean. So the difference between being empathetic and sympathetic, right? You can be empathetic and be understanding and supportive of someone's problems or issues, but you don't have to like take them on. As empaths, that's really hard to do. So set up personal boundaries, right? Set up personal boundaries. I'm going to say that a couple of times, right? Set up personal boundaries, really important. Okay, so remember that you are not a punching bag, that you are a human, worthy of compassion, choices, and respect. Show yourself lots of love, and lots of self-care could be helpful throughout this time. This full moon will last from now until the new moon, which is like January 21st, I think. Remember that tenderness, love, and self-care go an extra long way to sort of helping to keep you positive and up, right? Keep your vibration high. The full moon will peak on January the 6th at 6:08 p.m. Eastern time. And it's always a time of release, right? But each moon takes on a specific sort of feel. And so depending on what else is going on around it. So, of course, we have the full moon, which opposes the Mercury retrograde. That's also happening. And it's harmonizing with the Uranus retrograde that is also happening. And so with all of that in orbit around the full moon, we're being asked to sort of heal our past and release emotional baggage. So this is a great time to do like a forgiveness ceremony, a great time to do a cleansing ceremony, a great time to meditate and just, take those moments to get really quiet and relieve yourself of burdens if you're carrying any, right? I am a huge advocate for mirror work. If you're going to do mirror work over the next 2 weeks, just be really gentle with yourself, because it is the time when like lots of things can come out. Yeah. So basically what I'm saying is, tread thoughtfully. That's what I want to say. Not lightly, but just thoughtfully, right? Be kind to yourself. You know yourself better than anyone. Listen to your gut instinct, because the Cancer is all about the moon, and the moon is all about illusion and delusion, right? So listen to your gut instinct and let your sort of intuition be your North Star. Let it navigate you, and you should be okay. So with that lovely news being said, yikes, here we go. I'm going to read out who I've got. I've got Gypsy JJ, Vivian, Ivana, Cat Mama Meow, Grace, Lise Rhodes, and Jen. Hopefully I haven't forgotten anybody. Let me know if I have, and we will get going. And no, Anna's not talking to herself. She's hearing voices, so that's great. Gypsy JJ said, I'm hearing to keep grounded.
Yeah.
And now you're talking to yourself, so I thought I would just... Oh, yeah. Absolutely, Ellen. I got you, love.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
she's just being herself all
it's
over
okay.
again.
It's all good. She has something to say about the full moons. It's all good. All right, my friends, here we go. So I could stick this up on the chat, but I'm not going to. It's too complicated. So we're gonna put the person up here. So Gypsy JJ is up first. Absolutely, Lisa, I got you. And I think that's good for right now, you guys, because we have 10. So how does this month play out for me, please, and thank you, dear. So we have a spread. The spread goes like so. The first card is what's falling away. The second card is what is the full moon showing me? And the third card is what comes next. And that comes right from the Moonology Oracle deck. So, of course, we'll use a combination of tarot cards and oracles to get the readings for you guys. I say that. And, of course, I'm not ready. Oh, I need another deck. Bear with me.
Don't feel bad.
Mercury retrograde is working for me. So I was in StreamYard doing something, uploading that little commercial that I played at the beginning. I went out of StreamYard to go into YouTube to do something, went back into StreamYard, and my camera wasn't working. Had to get out of StreamYard, had to get down underneath the desk, turn the flashlight on the camera, on the phone, check all the wires, restart the computer. Yay. That was like 10 minutes before we were to go live. So, Spirit, if we could just keep the cameras rolling, that would be greatly appreciated.
Amen to that one.
All right. Thank you, everyone.
A couple of minutes that we were backstage, mine went doing the circle thingy like twice.
Yeah. Hi, Jay. Well, that's a great card. I like that. I got to take all my crystals off of my decks here. Hold on a second. Oh, I'm so not ready. What is going on? I'm running out of real estate. I have my Smarties out. I love these because that's what they remind me of. They look like Smarties. Like giant Smarties. I mean, who doesn't like Smarties? Hi, Beverly. Oh, that's cool. Steve says, anyone along the I-95 see the spectacular rainbow this afternoon? I like it. Oh, another crystal. We might be able to get some more in there, Vivian, but thank you, my friend. Can we just give a huge shout out to all the moderators? Thank you so much for all that you do for the channels. It's greatly appreciated.
Okay.
Wow.
So I did the original 3 cards, and they literally made no sense.
Yeah.
To the question. So I ended up having to pull another 3 cards.
And did the second 3 cards make sense?
It made the original card make sense. Okay. So, JJ, what is falling away? I got initially the sailor's knot, and I'm like, well, that makes no sense, because that's specific type of entanglements that you have, connections that seem a little wonky. So I turned around and I pulled the second card for it. And it's basically telling you that there are certain truths that are coming out, okay, that will assist you in determining.
Sorry. I'm laughing because of what Gypsy JJ said, story of my life. No sense. Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but that was too funny.
It's all good. There are certain, while in many cases they're considered secrets, there are certain little things that have been hidden that are fixing to come out, and it's going to actually put a little bit of clarity onto relationships that you are questioning. Okay. What is being illuminated originally was the stingray, and that talks about being aware of your surroundings. And I'm like, but what is she looking for? Because the card really didn't speak to me at the moment. And it basically was telling you is to be patient, because your intuition is going to be hyper aware. And if you're not putting out the expectations of certain things to happen, you will actually be able to notice when spirit is sending you the message of, oh, you need to deviate this way. This way will, taking this turn over here will be better for you. Pay attention. With the final card, I got the life buoy, which is basically telling you not to give up. And the clarifier card for that, because it's like, don't give up on what we're supposed to be asking what's coming next. Don't give up. Your relationships, not just your physical planetary relationships, but also your spiritual relationships will be growing a tighter bond. So long as you pay attention to your intuition. Okay. And in this full moon energy, try not to get locked up in the confusion of all the excess drama. Okay, darling, I'm done.
Okay. I sort of similarly got what Anna got, but not quite. But you know, it's around that vibe.
It's around that vibe.
Yeah, we start out. I just pulled one card, and when I seen the Nine of Cups, I'm like, okay, done. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. So this comes in the category of what's falling away. What do I need to forgive? This implies to me that you have, like Anna said, like a false set of expectations, right? I say often about living in the outcome. You want to stay in the present moment, right? Don't future predict. Don't, like, how am I going to be like 2 Fridays from now? This is like a step-by-step, a moment-to-moment thing, right? Enjoy the journey. It's not just about the final destination, right? The next card that I got for you, which is what is being illuminated by the full moon. What's the full moon showing you? Surrender your fear of intimacy. The message on this card says you are ready to let love in, compassionately identify, and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. So that tells me that there's some, you've been hurt, you've been wounded before. It starts to make sense with the wish fulfillment card, like you're hoping and you're wishing. And so sometimes when you hope and wish for something, you have a tendency to forget some stuff, right? Or you remember way too much stuff. Only you know which one applies to you, right? So if you need to put up some personal boundaries to feel more protected, then that's totally fine. Do that. Don't allow yourself to convince yourself that you're going in a pattern that you have sort of already done. That's what I'm getting from this, right? This is time to release and let that stuff go. That was then, this is now, right? That's why you need to tread thoughtfully and take it one step at a time. The next card that I got is Sun in Scorpio, which is passion. And on the top there, the message is a passionate, intense, or mysterious phase. So that, again, is about the boundaries, the wants and desires versus your feelings. And that very much sums up what this full moon is about. So be careful when you are engaged with another person, right? If it's a romantic person or just, your BFF, make sure that you are being kind to them, but also being kind to yourself. Like, don't take on their stuff. Don't assume that everything is your fault. Don't assume that everyone is mad at you. That's the kind of vibe that I'm getting from this, right? I pulled one more card because, I have to. And I've got first quarter moon in Virgo, assess the situation. So again, just backing up what we said already, right? One step at a time, enjoy the journey. It's okay if you need to put personal boundaries around yourself to protect yourself, but remember that this is now, not any other time. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that resonates. I thank you for the question. Hi, everyone that came in. Sabrina's here and Ocean Garnett's here. And Teresa is here, and Teresa K is also here. And I think that's all that I didn't say hello to previously. Thank you, everyone, for being here. All right. Miss Vivian.
We need a little hug button up in here, so that way we can just tap the screen and it gives a hug to somebody. Right?
That's a really good idea. Email StreamYard and tell them that that's what you want. All right. Miss Vivian. Miss Vivian. All right. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use this. I changed my mind, friends. Miss Vivian. Okay. When they fly out like that, they want you to know. The other day, so I've got these cards that Allie sent me, right? It's in my feelings. And the other day I pulled a card and it literally had that I was upset and was the middle finger. I just thought that was hysterical. I'd not seen that card yet, so I love this deck. Every day I use it, I get new cards that I didn't see before. You can go if you want, or I'm almost ready.
Okay, so no. Darling Vivian.
Oh, shoot.
I have no idea what's going on in your life right now, but your first card as to what is falling away is the worry and stress and negativity that seems to be surrounding you. There you go. He's so cute, though.
I know, right?
And while it may seem odd, considering this full moon cycle, in a way, it's actually perfect. Now, take this time to release the things that are not serving you, and that includes the attachment to certain emotions that keep pulling you back into a negative space. Take the time to forgive whatever, whether it's the actual person or yourself for falling into some type of negative space, and then let it go.
Yeah. She said, I feel stressed and worried about the future, and I need to get out of my head.
It's funny that you say you need to get out of your head, because literally the next card is telling you you're worried. Your assistants.
Yeah.
They're showing you, they will be showing you. If you pay attention, if you cut the ties to those things that are worrying you and just live in the moment, think of what it is that you're trying to accomplish without all the excess negativity. Just what could I do to take the next step? If you're just living in the moment of that question, you'll not have to worry about living in lack or stress or worry, because the answer will actually come to you. Don't doubt the answer. That's one of the biggest problems that we all have. We get these random answers from spirit and we're like, I don't know where that came from, but that makes no sense. And we totally push it off to the side, when in reality, that's what we should be doing. Okay. What comes next?
What comes next is Charlotte.
Is the Queen of Water energy, that stronger connection to spirit, that stronger connection to creating creating the emotions within that shine throughout. Once you can get over the worry, the real you shines. Your intuition, your connection to your intuition, your connection to yourself becomes so profound that it seems like every step you make is littered with gold, because you're going in the right direction for you. Just pay attention to what spirit is sending you. Don't push it aside because it seems weird. And I don't know why I said weird. That's specific to her. There's something that they will be telling you that's going to seem weird. You need to give it more thought than you normally would. Okay, dear.
Sabrina, you can put your question in there. We did close the list. I don't know that we're gonna have time, but I mean we can try, right? Vivian, this is what I've got for you, love. So the first card says, what is falling away? What do I need to forgive? And this might not make sense, but bear with me, okay? So the first card that we have here is bring love into the situation. Okay. She says, great message. Thank you, Anna. What is the full moon sort of showing you? The full moon, so we've got depressed. Now, I don't think that the full moon is showing you that you are, not feeling fantastic about this or a particular issue or situation. I think that you already know that, which is probably why you asked the question. But what it's trying to illuminate, I believe, is how to counteract this, right? It's sort of one of those situations where it's like the yellow caution light, right? Like it's trying to make you aware that you need to do something to nip this in the bud. You need to do something to counteract this, to change it, to make it go away, to lessen that feeling, right? Also pointing out that you have the ability to do that. So what comes next? What comes next? We have inner dialogue. And if Anna Banana was in the chat, I would ask her right now to put up the link to Susan Lynn's The Damn Thing exercise, because I think that could be super helpful for you in this moment. So the inner dialogue.
If Sharon is still in there, if you go to my page on the front, there's a list that says favorite reader videos. You should be able to find The Damn Thing there.
Yeah. So inner dialogue, the message is, in order for things around you to change, you must first change your inner dialogue. So the inner critic, the negative thinking, the glass half empty, you can kind of put whatever label on it that applies. This is a situation where or a time, I should say, that you should try to, as hard as you can, to shift your thinking. Shift your perspective, open yourself up to a new understanding, right? Release whatever you're holding on to, invite the joy in, and allow that to be the navigator for anything else that's going to come your way, right? I pull one more card, and I've got surrender to joy. Okay. The message says, a key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. And I want to say to you that you could do like the exercise, My Damn Thing, which really helps to figure out what it is that you are bothered by, what it is that is concerning you or stressing you out or worrying you. You can do a little releasing ceremony where you're just like, whatever I'm carrying around, whatever burden is bothering me, I'm releasing it. This is a great time to do a releasing ceremony, right? I'm releasing these emotions because they're not serving me. So you can do that. The next thing that you can do, and I'm not trying to be smart in any way, shape, or form. I literally have done all these things for myself. That's why I'm talking about them, because I know that they work. Start a grateful jar. Right? Put a whiteboard on your fridge. Write down every day, as soon as you wake up, what you're grateful for. You know, it's like a little affirmation. Say it out loud as many times as you can. Turn the music on and dance around the living room. Do something to continue to lift your vibration up and get yourself out of this mindset that you're feeling a lack. Because as soon as you stop feeling the lack, the joy will come in. When the joy comes in, your vibration lifts, and then all of these wonderful things are attracted to you because you're up here instead of down here somewhere. I hope that makes sense. I hope that resonates. Thank you very much for asking the question. Ocean Garnett says, I baked a pan of brownies today and brought me so much joy. Hey man, I got to do what I got to do. I love that. I mean, why not, right? Oh, and Vivian says, do have a gratitude journal. Excellent. That'll do it. Hey Jay, thank you for being here, my friend. Miss Ivana Intuitive is up next. You're very welcome, Miss Vivian. Thank you for asking the question. So Ivana says, yes, would love a reading, please. Well, all right, since you asked so nicely. Just so happens we're doing readings. How funny is that? How funny is that? Whoop.
I hit the wrong flip.
I knew that you did. It was kind of a giveaway that you hit the wrong button. I seen your arm move and it was like, whoops, bye. Thanks for coming out.
So, what's falling away? Is it hiding in the box? Because you're being called to live your life, to live a vibrant life. So what's falling away is the box that you put yourself in, the living up to other people's standards instead of living your own truth. Dancing to the beat of your own drummer. So all those both self-imposed and societally imposed preconceived notions of what a woman of your age and position in your current life needs to live, that needs to go away because you're being called to live out loud. What you will be seeing, what the moon is illuminating for you, are all the different miracles that are happening in your life right now. And in some cases, the miracles that have gotten you through life up to now that you never really saw as a miracle, but they actually were. Because when you least expected it, you found the strength and energy to move forward. Something sparked your intuition, sparked your thought process and said, no, I need to do X. Those were your personal miracles. And they're coming to light. What's coming next is you, darling. You shining brightly. You allowing yourself to grow stronger, grow taller, put your roots more deeply into the ground to be able to handle pretty much anything thrown your way because you're finally understanding your worth. As well as taking pride in yourself and allowing yourself to shine as brightly as you can to make yourself a mentor for others who have who are currently going through things that you have gone through in the past. You are their shining light as you shine yourself. Okay? And I don't know why that made me want to cry. Okay. I'm done.
Oh, okay. So, Miss Ivana, what is falling away? What do I need to forgive? This, to me, is beautiful. It's beautiful. What's falling away? We've got the Four of Cups here. You know, the stagnant, the bored, the stuck. It's just, you know, what I'm doing is it's just not doing it for me anymore. Like, I'm not feeling anything. I'm not getting anything from it, right? There's no spark. There's no like, wow, this was great. That's falling away, which implies you're starting to find your groove. So my reading is pretty much a copycat of Anna Bananas. What is illuminated? What's this full moon showing you? It's highlighting collaborations, working with others, you know, excelling as a leader, as a teacher, as a mentor, as Anna said, right? Working together with a team of people that are like-minded and supportive of you and you of them, which is beautiful. So what's next? We've got eclipse in Capricorn, a new direction. And on the very top there, it says reevaluate success. This is a shift in your thinking. Like Anna said about the miracles, understanding that there are blessings all around us if we just stop for a moment and look at the blessings that are all around us, right? Everyone has their own definition of, you know, success. And if you are going through changes, as, you know, we all do, right? You may be thinking that, you know, why isn't this happening at this time? I thought I would be happening. You know what I mean? Like, you could be going down that path. This is literally telling you, just hold on a second, think about it. And you're making strides of progress. It may not be on your timeline that you set for yourself, but that's an imaginary timeline. It's like, I want to lose 10 pounds in 2 months. So does that mean if I lost 10 pounds in 3 months that I didn't achieve my goal? But I might consider that a failure because I set that imaginary timeline for myself. The point is, as long as I lost the weight and I did my best to try to lose the weight and I tried to look after myself and change my eating habits and get more exercise, then that's a blessing. And I achieved my goal. Just wasn't the exact outcome that I thought, because that's what I wrote down. That's what I focused on, right? So just take the blinders that are like this and just bring it back a little bit. Open yourself up a little bit more. Yes. Love that. I'll take that reading. Just saying. Thank you, Ivana, for asking the question, my friend. She says, yes, I'm thinking about how things are in the past are coming into play now. Yes, it's been a long journey, but I totally agree, Anna. Thank you. Oh my gosh, right on with that, Kelly. I am reevaluating my definition of success. Yes, both of your readings are right on. Thank you. Well, we appreciate you, Ivana. Thank you for saying so. Miss Claudia is up next. Meow me, baby. Or moon me, baby, she said. Not meow me. Miss Claudia. Miss Claudia. Miss Cat Mama Meow. That I met like a year. Oh my gosh. It was like the first time I was on with Ali. We were doing a show all about important women or our ancestors or something along those lines. And Claudia was on there. She was just the nicest person. We had so much fun. All right.
Had to totally get another deck because the ones that I had out didn't want to talk to her.
Well, that's not very nice.
I know, they're being stubborn. Whoa. Okay.
I know. Time flies when you're having fun, right, Claudia? Oh, beautiful.
I think things are looking up. Okay. Now, the first card that came out, which is basically what is falling away. What's falling away is your need to be fierce. It's this constant battle of survival and supremacy and getting from point A to point B. That is going away because you're going to very effectively, with the help of the the full moon, is strategize. You have a head full of ideas and ways to look at things that is different than the average person. You're going to be able to put those ideas into action in a way that is unexpected for anybody else, but is perfect for you. Something that you're going to be comfortable with, a path that you're going to be happy and comfortable in traveling. And what is coming with implementing that new path is a sense of groundedness and stability, a feeling of safety amongst the chaos. And I really like that for you, because that fierceness is some serious battling going on. It's nice to be able to go from fighting every moment to being calm and grounded and secure and safe. I like that for you. Okay, dear.
She says,
woohoo! At least I know why the deck said no, me.
Right? So, Claudia, we start with surrender the drama. So this is what is falling away, or what you need to forgive. The message on this card says, no matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. So I'm not sure if you're having an issue with a person, or if the issue is more like it's like your head and your heart are having a disagreement. I feel like this is more like an internal thing rather than an external thing, but I feel like it's based on an external situation, if that makes sense. So something has happened, it's made you feel some sort of way, and now you're literally having an argument, between these two things, saying like, no, you shouldn't take that to heart, but they hurt my feelings, but and you're just like ping-ponging back and forth. What is this full moon illuminating? Know that you are loved. Know that you are loved. That connection is strong, right? That connection is strong. You have it. I know you have it. You know you have it. Everyone around you knows that you have it. Let that connection make you feel special. Let it make you feel powerful. Let it make you feel like you are blessed with a gift that others don't have. Because that's what it is. It's a gift. What comes next for you? When you can release those burdens, stop carrying that backpack of doubt and fear and insecurity around. And believe me, I realize much easier said than done, but I also know it's possible. When you start releasing some of that, that is when your connection starts to open. And we have here, follow the signs. Look around you for clues. The answer to your question is right in front of you. The answer to your question is right in front of you. And I just thought that was really interesting. So as I say that, she writes, what gift is that? Your gift of being who you are. Now, I have a lot of awesome subscribers, and I have a lot of awesome people that come in my chat. But I told a story a year ago about 1111 and the importance of 1111 to me. And every time you come in my chat, and the time is 111 or 1111, you take the time to screenshot it and send me that shot in the email. And you have no idea what that does for my spirit, that you care enough about what I said, 9 months ago to make my day and send that to me. Like that's so awesome. What a wonderful person you are. So what I'm saying to you is this. This is like an 8 of Swords kind of moment I'm feeling. You need to see what we all see, what others see. That's what you need to see. But this is years and years of carrying this restricted view of yourself around, and pain and hurt. And I want to say that like the information as to how you continue to navigate that path is being shown to you, but sometimes you can't see it. It's like you can't see the forest for the trees, if you understand what I mean. I would love to be able to help you. But we can't really do that right here. But I would love it if you would email me, Claudia, and we'll talk. And I'm not saying that I can help, but I would love the opportunity to be able to help, if I could. Because I feel very drawn to the journey that you're on, because it seems very familiar to me.
Okay, I don't know the whole journey thing, but I do know one thing.
What's that?
As human beings, we have a tendency to only see in ourselves what other people point out to us.
Yep, true.
We don't acknowledge all the wonderful, beautiful aspects of each and every one of our beings.
Yeah. No, 100% we don't. Hi, Clarence.
So I personally, if I'm trying to see who I am, I personally would listen to those voices that have been henpecking over the years, telling you who you are, what you are.
Sometimes
learn how to shut them down.
Yeah.
Learn how to shut each one of them down separately. Don't try and do them all at once, because unfortunately we crash and burn when we try to accomplish everything at once.
Yeah.
But listen to what they're saying. Analyze yourself. And if it does not fit with who you believe you are, let it go and never listen to it again. Shut it down. If it comes up again, tell it no. And only listen to those things that you know for a fact are you, and play them over and over again. I am a beautiful soul.
Yep.
I bring happiness to others, even when I don't try.
Absolutely. That's what I was saying before. That is her gift. Sometimes, we forget that, like I was saying last night, we forget that we have the power to change. And I don't want anyone to assume that I am in any way saying that, yes, you choose happiness and everything will be beautiful. That is the truth, friends. That is the truth. However, I get triggered by when people say stuff like that because I know what it feels like to have someone say something like that. Not that that was at all their intention, but what I heard, because I'm like negative over here, that somehow I chose to have this happen to me. That's what I heard because I'm negative, right? And as soon as I hear that, I'm like, done, not listening. So the point that I'm trying to make is, yes, we all have the ability to change, but you have to be ready for the change. Don't beat yourself up because you're not ready for the change. You have to work to be ready for the change. And when the change occurs, it is a beautiful thing. It is sunshine and puppy dogs. Honest to God, it is. But you must be ready for the change. And that's what I meant by I can help you get to the point of the change. At least I think I can, because I've done it. I'm not cured by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not healed. I'm like 20% healed. But my God, I smile. I have reason to celebrate. I feel joy. I feel a sense of contentment that I never thought I'd ever feel again. And so the point that I'm trying to make is we all have to arrive at that point where we're like, I want it and I can do it and I'm going to do it. And then you actually start making steps forward, right?
There you go. You tried. Now you take the moment and you figure out what glitched up, what step you potentially forgot, what step you were unaware of.
Absolutely. All right.
We weren't born perfect. We all make mistakes. And aside from mistakes, you can't do what you were never taught to do. It's like, I don't know how many times Kelly has walked me through doing the whole StreamYard stuff, and I'm still terrified because by the time we pop out of StreamYard, I've forgotten what she's told me.
Yeah.
Literally that quick. Now I have to choose to get over my fear of screwing up and take that step to doing my own live instead of depending on Kelly to come out and say hi to everybody. Yeah. We all have little steps that we need to take, and we need to take them at our own pacing. Don't rush yourself. Don't beat yourself up about it. You at least tried, and for that, you should be proud of yourself.
I just want to say on that note about the trying, and what Anna was saying about, don't beat yourself up. It's years of a learned behavior, right? That inner critic telling you, hey, now hold on, who do you think you are? Get back here and change, whatever. You have to think about this in a different way, right? And when I say a different way, remember that it took you 20, 30, 40 years to recognize that you were broken, for example. It isn't going to be fixed in a hot minute. It just doesn't work that way. So be kind to yourself is the best thing that I can say. So I say what Cat Mama Meow is doing right now. Make yourself that hot chocolate. Put in all the marshmallows you want and just sit back, relax, and enjoy yourself. I love it.
And if you have it, a shot of peppermint schnapps into that hot cocoa.
Easy for you to say. No. I'm sorry. That was funny. Hi, Cheryl. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And hello to Clarence, who popped in earlier. We're doing Grace's reading now. I do apologize. We're 1 hour in, and we still have lots of questions to go. So we'll try to speed it up a little bit. All right. Cheryl, I don't know if we're going to be able to get to your question. You can try and put it in the chat, and if we have time, we can do our best. But we did close the list a while ago. My friend Grace, what is going on, love?
Okay, no, you don't know. You make no sense. Bye.
Yes, please make sure that you hit the thumbs up. I just keep pulling more cards because, I love to say, it doesn't make sense.
There's going to be some change.
Okay. I'm going.
Go ahead.
We start out with the Page of Fire. Grace, this is about being, inspired, about being motivated. It's about tapping into your sort of creative juices and sort of like making something happen. So that falls under the category is like, what do I need to forgive? What do I need to, what's falling away? So I don't know if you're losing your sense of motivation or feeling a lack of being motivated or a lack of being enthusiastic about something that you're doing or something that you want to be doing. And I'm just going to be honest. I pulled so many cards here. Like I went way past the 3 card mark. So, the Eight of, well, it's the way it goes, right?
Going, yeah.
Hey, I haven't done that pretty much all night. So I've been very good up until now. The Eight of Fire is next. So the Eight of Fire is, again, it's about creativity. It's about speed. It's about multitasking, things happening quickly, communication. And so you mix that with the motivated and the enthusiastic and the creativity. And I sort of feel like you're very used to like a very quick pace. And so I wonder to myself if your pace has fallen off, if you feel sidetracked, if you feel distracted by something, and you might be giving yourself a hard time because you can't do or are not doing what you think you're supposed to be doing or what you should be doing. And then we've got the Hermit card, right? So doing the self-reflection, the self-discovery, isolating yourself, taking a step back, removing yourself from the noise and activity to figure out what it is that you're trying to accomplish. Where do you want to go? What direction? All of that good stuff. And on the bottom of the deck, which is the overlying energy of those cards, you've got the Seven of Fire. So this is like you feel challenged in some way, but you're determined. Like it's like the little engine that could kind of deal, right? Like I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Oh, I don't know if I can do it, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. It's like that kind of vibe. Okay. So then I pulled some oracle cards to try to like make sense of all of that. So we have honor your feelings. Right? Anna's smiling, so she's got the same thing. So honor your feelings.
I'm laughing because a lot of the cards that you have already read remind me of the very first card that I pulled.
Oh, there you go. So honor your feelings. That's what this full moon is about, is honoring your feelings. If you feel a particular way, do not stuff it down. Don't try to stifle it. Don't try to say that it's not relevant, that it's not happening, that it's not okay. Feel it. Allow yourself to own the feeling. It's what you do with the feeling and how you process the feeling that's the important part. But you should validate that you feel that way, and that's totally okay. You've got surrender your belief in scarcity. Or scarcity, however you want to say it. The universe is asking you to open the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. So, in terms of the full moon reading, that's what this full moon is illuminating for you. So what's falling away is your enthusiasm or your motivation to keep moving forward on a particular situation or issue. What the full moon is illuminating is this idea that you have to do ABC 1, 2, 3, XYZ, or you don't measure up. You don't fit the mold. You're not living your best life. Says who? Says who? What comes next for you? We have untapped inner power. You are getting ready to experience great power from within yourself if you can tap into your desire. What is it that you really want? What makes you happy? What lights your spark? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be a romantic desire. It is your desire and your passion. What makes Grace happy? If you can figure out what you want and get some of this motivation and enthusiasm back, then you can spark that desire, and then you will have that inner power propelling you forward like the 8 of fire. That's what I got.
Cool. Now, the majority of you...
Grace said, I know that the cards may have been all over the place, but they are spot on for me. I am a bit complicated. Laugh out loud. Thank you, Grace. I appreciate that.
The majority of your early cards,
mm-hmm.
to me, spoke of this card. This is your responsibilities. Everything that you take upon your shoulders, be it work, family, friends, your neighborhood, you take a lot upon your shoulders. And that's falling away. You're learning to say, okay, I need space. Not that people cannot come talk to you. People cannot come and ask your opinion. People cannot come and ask for your help. But I am a grown woman. I need some time to decompress, to prioritize. And when I have my priorities in order, I will let you know what I can do to help you. That's where you're going. Well, that to take care of everybody is going away because you're needing to take care of yourself. What the moon is illuminating for you, and technically it's kind of a scary looking card to me, but in reality it's not. It's the tarantula, which is all about connectedness. Now, I don't like spiders. Just leave that out there. However, the tarantulas are not as deadly as everybody thinks. They're not as dangerous as everybody thinks. But what's more important is the webs. You've got the tarantula in her hands. Oops, the tarantula on her back. But it's the webbing that's important. It's the connection between you and everybody else that is always there, always will be there. So don't fear asking for help. Don't fear asking for opinions. Don't fear expressing your doubt as to where you feel comfortable right now and what potential direction you want to go. Because the people who have you, I can't hear you if you're actually trying to talk. Okay. The people who have your back will help you along this next part of your journey. Now,
I was literally back talking my own self when you just said that. I said like having a smoke because it's my channel and I can do what I want. Because
now,
I get in trouble. I've had people tell me that I shouldn't smoke on my own channel. I'm like, and I know I shouldn't, and I try not to, but I'm feeling it. So there you have it.
not a problem.
Apologize for interrupting. Go ahead.
It's all good. What is coming next? Now, this originally made no sense to me, so I had to get a clarifier. What's coming next is secrets. Now, the reason it made no sense to me was based on the other two cards. I don't see the secrets as being you until I saw the clarifier card, which is the Ravens. It's all about news. There's things that you have put on the back burner. You have not felt bold enough to take a chance with. That once you make that choice of this is the direction I want to go now, the news that you receive will far exceed what you ever anticipated. Because it's not just the one Raven where he's sitting proudly and comfortably. It's all the other Ravens as well. Now, I did notice earlier you mentioned something about having an artistic bent and potentially delving into that. And I would say that's not a bad idea. You have lived in your analytical mind long enough. Allow the other part of your soul to grow and be seen.
Can I interrupt you for just one sec?
Just to
add to what you were just saying. In my personal experience, I'm quite creative too, or I like to think that I am. I don't know that I am, but I enjoy being creative, and I find that sometimes when I'm struggling with working out, my feelings or finding the go button, for example, and trying to motivate myself to, get myself out of a spot or a rut or whatever, that if I allow myself to express myself through my creativity in whatever form that takes, that somehow that does it for me because I'm not thinking about it anymore, right? Like I must find the answer. I must know the answer. Right? Like what? If I express myself in a creative way, I'm releasing and I'm not even aware that I'm doing it. And then I've sparked something within me. And it's such a smooth transition when I move on. Like there's no more bump in the road. I just wanted to mention that. Look at all the birthdays that are happening for the full moon tomorrow. Sabrina and Ocean Garnett. Lovely. So that's what we got for you, Grace. I hope that you appreciate it. I know that you do. That's not what I meant to say.
Comment about is that a good thing or a bad thing? Is what a good thing or a bad thing?
When you were saying you just before you said about tapping into the creative, and you said, and I think that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
See, I was paying attention. I do want to say, I said the word appreciate. I didn't mean to say that you did not appreciate it. That was a bad word. I'm trying to do four things at once here. Okay, oh, the secrets, good or bad.
They're secrets that you've been hiding. It's not secrets that you're going to encounter. You will be exposing your own secrets. You're going to
uncover your own secrets.
Right.
Speak your truth.
Exactly.
Honor thyself.
And that may very well come in an artistic bent, speaking your truth. Sometimes we cannot find the words to express how we feel, but we can take some paint and just play with it. And even with our bare fingers, acting like a child and finger painting, and somehow it just manages to express how we're feeling in that moment. Yeah. Those are the secrets that you're going to be revealing.
That's an excellent. I mean, that's very to me. That's very. That's an exciting reading. Like that sounds really exciting. That you're on your way to discovering something really awesome. As you sort of progress and work through this little leg of a journey. I think that's awesome. All right, we've got lots of questions to go, so we gotta pick up the pace, friend. Are you ready? Speed reading. No, I'm kidding. I couldn't speed read if you paid me. Miss Lisa Rhodes is up next, and
it seems like we're both having issues speaking.
Yeah.
We keep tripping over our own tongues.
I don't have anything to fall back on other than I've been live every day, but that's my own fault. And I love it, so I'm not apologizing for it.
Okay,
doesn't feel right if I'm not spending time with you guys.
What you are letting go is of your worries. That's what you're releasing right now. It's literally saying, your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of the worries and feel their loving blessings. You're not doing this on your own. Every last one of us are surrounded by spirit and our ancestors. We may feel alone, and that feeling can become overwhelming. But you're being told to let it go. Let go of the worries because you are not alone. All right. What is being illuminated is technically you.
Right.
An understanding of yourself. According to this card, it says make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or a book. What many of us don't realize when we think about writing, we think of it as a chore because we remember going to school and having to write these book reports and whatnot. It's not something that we wanted to do. But when you put pen to paper and just let your soul speak, there is a certain amount of freedom involved in that. That when we turn around and read what we have written, we actually learn a different aspect of ourselves. And that's what you're being called on to pay attention to, because that is what is being illuminated. Now, what is coming is funny because two cards popped out at the same time. And funnier yet, that one of them happened to drop out as I started shuffling. And I was like, no, we have to shuffle. What is coming for you is patience. You will no longer be feeling like you are rushed to get everything done, or else feel like you're not doing enough to get where you want to go. You're going to learn how to go with the flow, how to take each moment and appreciate the beauty of each moment, even if it's a struggle, because there's beauty in struggle if you know how to see it. Okay. But along with that card came prosperity. You put that patience to work, and the prosperity will be more abundant than even you imagined. Not what you expected, but more than you even imagined. If you tried not to rush to the finish line. And that's what so many of us do, is try to rush to the finish line and say, oh, I accomplished this. I set my mind to do it and I accomplished it. You found no joy in between. Find the joy and the abundance follows. Take it one step at a time and you're good. You're golden. Okay, dear. It is on you.
I'm texting for a drink.
For a drink.
Yes, I'm texting my husband to ask him if he could bring me a drink. All right. Miss Lisa, so what is falling away? We have surrender to your full power. I love the image in this card. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. So what is falling away is minimizing who you are, right? Not standing in your truth, not standing in your full potential, right? Now, it's interesting to me, and I hope that I articulate this in a way that you understand, because I hope that you understand I don't mean any offense by what I'm about to say. You've got, it's hard for me to write due to health issues. Thanks, honey.
I'm going to interject there because I was literally just about to send her a message. You don't have to physically write. If you have a tape recorder, just turn it on, say how you feel, express yourself, listen to it later. It does not have to be in written form.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, sorry.
No, don't be sorry, because that's an excellent point. So surrender to your full power. You know, own it. Stop telling yourself that you have limitations and that you have things that you can't change and things that you can't do because of XYZ 1, 2, 3. I understand that by all intents purposes you do. And I'm not trying to minimize those, but it's a thinking pattern that has developed like this negative connotation that has told you that you have limits. And when you limit yourself and see yourself as a limited person and like a person that is less than full, shall we say, that is when you start to lose some of your personal power, right? So what is the full moon showing you? Now, this makes me really sad. If this reading is accurate, this makes me very sad and a little bit angry all at the same time. We have surrender to unhealthy relationships. So before I read the card, if someone who claims to love you is inside your head telling you that you are not good enough, get rid of them. I'll read the message on the card. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. Remember that you are a phenomenal human being. You have a heart of gold. Full stop. Period. End of sentence. So what comes next? Literally got 4 cards came out. That's why I laughed. You got 2. I was like, I got you beat. No. All right. So the first card is a personal issue reaches resolution. So this battle that you are having internally, this full moon for you is probably going to cause a whole lot of tears, and you may need to get the Kleenex box out. I say journal, and journal some more. Whether you're journaling writing or you're just talking out loud or whether you're recording it on a tape, say your thoughts out loud. Allow yourself to hear what you're saying, right? It's a time to give rather than take. I think that this card is directly linked to this card. If you have someone in your life that is making you feel less than or sort of like got you under their thumb, don't take that anymore. You don't deserve it. It's not necessary. It's not nice, and it's not needed. You are who you are. Whether you have 6 toes or 6 legs, it doesn't make you any better, worse, or different. You're still you. And you have to find your joy and live your best life. You have to, because otherwise it is such a difficult journey that you're putting yourself on. And I don't think that everyone that surrounds you is helping you and being supportive in the way that they could or should be. And that literally like makes me want to cry for you. We've got it's time to release negativity. You got to tell that inner critic, which I believe is partially learned behavior, that you have limitations and you can't do things. Okay, so your hands hurt due to health problems and you find typing difficult. Like Anna said, record it. There's always another option and always another choice, always another alternative. That's positive thinking, right? And that's what this is about. Adopting a more positive way outlook. So release the negativity, because the negativity limits you, right? And the last card we've got is it's time to take action. You know that old saying, if you want something, do it yourself? I used to have an uncle who, when he got intoxicated, would make these weird little musical sounds out of his mouth, and then he'd be like, make a thing happen. He would always say that. And I don't know why, but like totally Uncle Walt's in my head right now going, make a thing happen, Lisa. That's all I'm hearing. If you want to change this for yourself, make a thing happen. Try something, one thing, to make life easier for you. For example, use the tape recorder, right?
It's just like she made a comment earlier about somebody had suggested YouTube. You don't have to do YouTube. You do YouTube if you feel like doing YouTube. But your phone, most phones, I should say.
Yeah, have a microphone on them.
Brand you have or style, okay, or how recent it is. But most phones and most computers nowadays have a speech to text option.
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes we need to see things written down in black and white.
Yep.
And it. Okay. How do I put this? Okay. I'm going to use myself as an example. A year ago, not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before, just before Christmas, I got divorced. And I did not know how to handle it. So I got drunk. And in the process of getting drunk, I took a pen and paper and I just wrote everything that popped into my head. Now, once I was done, actually, once I started the writing, I didn't have to have that drink anymore. I was able to dump the rest of the drink out because I was releasing whatever was bottled up. Now, can I say I was grown up enough to go back and read those papers? No, I haven't found the courage to do that. It was just a simple act of releasing the information from my body, from my soul, from my heart, that allowed me to take the next step. You may not be able to physically write it, but it doesn't mean you cannot speak it out loud and have it in black and white paper format. That when you feel like reading it, when you feel like you're strong enough to understand what was going on in your emotions at that time, then you go back and read it. If you don't want to read it, you just throw it away. It's simple, delete, you know? But there's something that needs to come out. And that's the reason why. Something that you're dealing with, have been dealing with for a while. And you're being urged to confront it one way or another.
Yeah.
And the easiest way, the least confrontational way, is to write it down and get it out of your soul so that you can move on.
You can also try some mirror work.
Yeah.
You know, talking to your reflection in the mirror, asking yourself, why am I unhappy with where I'm at? Why do I beat myself up? Why do I not treasure myself the way that I wish that I would, or something of that nature? Mirror work is very powerful. And just as, you know, sort of a disclosure, if you've never done mirror work before, it can be a very intense, emotional sort of situation. So I just want to say that. All right, we're moving on to Miss Jen. Thank you very much, by the way, Lisa, for being so honest and for asking the question. Appreciate you. Appreciate all of you being here and hanging out with us tonight. This is my friend Anna Banana, and I will stick her link in the chat. If you're not already familiar with her, please do go show her some love. Please make sure that you give us a thumbs up, share with a friend.
You're in the wrong place. I know you're cute, but you don't belong there. She has taken over my desk.
Well, she always takes.
And as I talk to her, she rolls over and shows me her belly and is like, "But Mom, you love me."
Yeah, right.
And she did it again.
Where are we going next? I feel like I almost put too many cards out tonight. What is mirror work? Mirror work is when you stand in front of a mirror and you get really real and you talk to your reflection and you say things like, I love you. Why are you upset today? What's keeping you up at night? What's bothering you? Your hair looks really nice. I'm proud of you for, you know, working out today. Whatever you want to discuss. I started using mirror work as a technique to sort of get inside, get in touch with my inside, my inner power, and find out why I was having panic attacks, and to really console myself and embrace myself that I was not going to die because of said panic attacks. Mirror work literally changed me for the better, but it's very emotional and it's very powerful, and I just say that. I do have a sample on the channel if you guys want to see how mirror work works. I think it's like 15 minutes long or something like that. All right. The cards are falling out all over the place. Not sure why, what's happening, but there you have it. Okay. Questions are closed, Thomas. We've been here for an hour and 36 minutes, and we still have 3 questions to go. We're a little slow tonight. Go for it, my friend, if you're ready.
All right. So,
but we thank everyone for being here. Sorry.
Jen. And I don't know why it's saying it this way. Only you're going to know why it's being said this way. What is being let go, what you need to let go of, is your need to protect everybody. It is not your job or your responsibility to protect everybody. We all come down to earth with a specific lesson plan to work through. And if you are constantly keeping people from falling, you are accidentally keeping them from learning the lessons they need to learn. And I don't know why it came out that emphatically, but that's the way it came out. What is being illuminated is your willpower. When you set your mind to something, there's nothing that can stop you. You find your way to achieve what it is that you want. But for some reason, you've been doubting it lately. You're being reconnected to that true understanding of what your will can get you. Once you achieve that, your next step is happiness. You're able to do the things that you set your mind on. Because a lot of us are stuck in this mentality that we have to work hard every minute of our lives to succeed at anything. And then we forget to enjoy the moment. You're learning to enjoy the moment again. Okay? Just stop trying to protect everybody, because that just uses up your energy as you keep them from learning their lessons.
You're also setting yourself up on an virtually impossible timeline, because you're doing so much for so many other people that you've left yourself no time for you.
Yep. You good?
Well, picking right up after Anna, like it's as if it was a ... to be continued. And then she said, what is falling away? We have step into your power. So literally, if you sort of pull back on giving all of this away to others, you can then reclaim it, right? This is a moment to reclaim your own stuff, because it works both ways. If you don't have enough to give to others, the stuff that you give to others is not going to be 100, and if you're not at 100, you just have to work twice as hard to give it to others. So making sure that you're okay is your best possible course of action for either scenario, for you and for others, right? So what is being illuminated by the full moon? Had two cards pop out here. We've got, and this is really interesting to me, we've got the eclipse in Aries, which is collaboration. It's a beautiful card. See all the hands joined around the sun there? The message on the top says, boost relationships through teamwork and compromise. So setting up boundaries for yourself. You don't have to tell people, I'm sorry, I just can't. You can say, you know what? I'm really, really busy, but I've got 15 minutes for you. There's nothing wrong with you saying that. Doesn't make you a bad person. That makes you a person that is protecting your energy and your power. The next card is Moon in Aquarius, Free Spirit. Another beautiful image on this card. Your inner wild child awakes. This is like your Knight of Wands kind of vibe, right? Letting your hair down, being a little more free-spirited, allowing yourself to go at the beat of your drum at your own pace when you're ready, on your schedule, on your time, on your dime. Not at everyone else's beck and call. You're not a doormat. What comes next? Divine timing. What you are working on now is divinely guided. So, I feel like you're being tested in a way to step into your power or reclaim said power.
Yep.
When you stand in your power or you reclaim your power, that is what enables you to speak your truth. And when you're speaking your truth, you don't have any problem saying, "Hey, now hold on a minute. I only got 15 minutes. You know what? Because you're driving me a bit over the top here." I mean, you don't say that last bit, but you know what I'm saying? So if you're feeling a little push and pull and a little like heads button, I feel like you're being tested right now to learn this lesson of standing in your own power and listen to yourself. That's what I got for you. Hope that helps. And I thank you for being here and for waiting so patiently for your reading. All right, we are almost through. Friends, thank you so very much for being here. You guys are awesome. Yes, it is. She says, "Oh my God, it's my time to shine again." Absolutely, friend. Listen, I say all the time, and I don't mean to, make it sound trite or ridiculous. We all have that inner light within us, and we all deserve for the world to see that light, that sparkle, that shine, right? The cat wants to see it and wants to share her shine with us. So, I mean, here we have it.
No, if you're going to be a nuisance, you're going to say hi. Say hi.
Hi, sweetheart.
Say, but Mom. Okay, yeah. Go that way.
My kitty cat's back there shining outside the window. Instead of being on the floor looking out the door that's open, no, we want to get on the ledge and look out the side of the curtain. I don't know what the deal is, but I can't explain it. Cats are cats. All right. Miss Ellen R. So don't forget, 3 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, Ron Unconditional Love joins us here at Dozen Cats for Think Spirit. It's Friday. It's a great opportunity to let your hair down, have a little fun. Gosh knows what we are going to get up to, because you never know. It's never the same twice. On Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern, I will be doing One Step at a Time. It's a road trip and tarot on the go. Sunday, I'm back here at 3 p.m. Eastern for Sunday Connections, and I'm going to be doing wellness readings. So mini reads on your overall wellness. And then on Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we have numerologist Ann Perry here taking a look at 2023 from a numbers sort of standpoint. So I hope you can tune in for all of those things.
You ready?
Yeah, go for it, hon.
Okay, Ellen. What I'm about to say is going to sound weird, and I'm sorry, but you'll understand when I get to the second card why I'm saying it. What is falling away? It's the success card. And I know it makes no sense why the success card should be falling away. Why the congratulations? What I'm feeling with this card is, yes, you have succeeded at something, but it was something really hard, really detrimental to your emotional and physical sense of who you are. It may have been a broken relationship, may have been an argument that needed to come to an end, but it did not make you happy. It could have been a job that you needed to leave. You didn't want to leave it, but you needed to leave it. Put that on the back burner. Don't worry about it. Because what spirit is the moon and spirit is illuminating is your self-worth. You are finally seeing what you are truly worth, what you are truly capable of, what you truly deserve. That's why this needed to end. It was a successful ending, but there's a lot of baggage that came with it in order for you to see this. But now that you have, and as you begin to see what you are truly worth, and your self-esteem begins to grow the way it deserves to grow, what you will be getting is your wishing. Your dreams and wishes they'll start manifesting almost as if it was a miracle. Technically, it's not a miracle in the sense that most people consider. For you, it will feel like a miracle because for once, you're not putting up obstacles because you don't believe you deserve it. You're finally learning that you deserve to have your dreams come true, to have your wishes fulfilled because you're not used to it. That's what makes it feel like a miracle. But you're finally going to get to what it is that you truly want without other people's influence in there. Just keep your head up and focus on you, your self-care, your self-worth, your dignity. When you allow that to grow and allow it to shine, everything else just begins to fall into place the way it was always intended to be. Okay, dear.
Charlotte's going like, is it okay yet? Like, I want to get on the desk. Ellen says, Anna, this is a great reading. It really resonates. So,
all right, I'm living 3D now because I need a cigarette.
Oh, good. We start out with the Queen of Cups. Ellen, this is all about your heart, how big it is, how much love you give to others, how much you like the feeling of being that nurturing kind of person. It also speaks to your intuition, and any sort of intuitive abilities that you may have. And I'm going to give you the cards, and then I'm going to sort of sum it up in a way. Okay. We've got the Five of Wands coming next. So that's that conflict. That's that competition. That this is, the struggle. So on the bottom of the deck, which is kind of like your current energy, we've got the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands, she is powerful and she knows it. She is literally sitting on her throne and loving it. You know, from the movie Miss Congeniality, when he gives her the crown and he says, like, wear the crown, be the crown, you are the crown. That's kind of the energy of the Queen of Wands. Like, you embody everything about a queen on fire, right? In a good way. So, what I get from that is a situation occurred that sort of knocked you off your pedestal, but you found your pedestal again, right? It's almost like you were like too soft, or too, I don't want to say mushy, but too soft, too embracing of a situation. Like, you let people get away with stuff. And then you went through this conflict and you came out on the other side, went, hey, now hold on just a minute. I am who I am. Pay attention, people. So what is falling away is holding on to old restrictions and old boundaries and old situations that made you feel less than. That's what's falling away. What is the full moon illuminating? It's odd because it's the exact same thing. What the full moon is illuminating is don't let your past hold you back. So if you are feeling any tinges whatsoever of past behavior, let it go. Release it, release it, release it, release it. You want to tap into this power, the Queen of Wands power. You want to sit on your throne and be the crown. right? All the time. What's coming next for you? I mean, this is interesting. We have Let's Get Married. That's not a proposal, by the way. Just saying what the card says. Happily ever after. This is joy. This is blessings. This is the 10 of Cups. This is your happy home, your happy family card. This is wholeness. In the Light Seers deck, the 10 of Cups has the family sitting on this rainbow ribbon that's like flowing all around the card. And you're sitting there just floating around on a rainbow. I literally have chills. If you can get into this power and stay in this power, your happily ever after will be present all the time, because you literally have put the baggage and the crap that happened in the past behind you, where it belongs. Where it belongs. That's what I got for you. So I hope that resonates. I hope it helps. And I
love her last message.
What?
Read her last message.
Both of you hit the same thing. I left a job where I was underappreciated. I'm treated much better in my current job. They appreciate what I contribute. That's awesome. And so you should, my friend. All right. Steve is up next. And then we have, well, it doesn't matter who's next, but Lise. And then Sabrina. Sabrina is still here because she did ask, and she has waited so patiently and so kindly for like over 45 minutes.
I love her.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you for hanging out with us. Please do give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed tonight's full moon readings, and don't forget to show our friend Anna some love by giving her a subscription if you're not already subscribed. She doesn't do lives on her channel at the moment. She only comes live with me. That's the only place you can find her. But she does do daily videos on her channel. So there is that to check out. I also do daily videos on my channel. Just saying.
Okay. Steve, darling.
The Stevenator. I don't know why I said that. The Stevenator.
Need to let go of, or you need to release, is your current illusion of what constitutes prosperity. For some of us, prosperity is simply having a roof over our head and not having to worry about sleeping out in the cold. For some of us, prosperity is having $15 billion and being able to go do whatever we wanted at the drop of a hat. Okay. Things seem tough. Well, are tough. They are tough. But you have more than you see. You have access to more than what you are aware of. This may require asking for help from other family members, to deal with things, but you're not alone in your journey. What you're being shown are all the responsibilities that you put on your own shoulders. You have a tendency to want to help everybody, but you need to prioritize. Look at what you consider priorities, or what you consider responsibilities, and put them in a priority list. Take the first 3 and focus on those, and let everything else fall to the wayside. If you feel guilty about letting things go that you've normally been the go-to guy for, look to your friends and family, especially your friends, and see who you can get to take control of those responsibilities for a limited time until you can get things in order at the pace that you can deal with them. When you have the time, resume those responsibilities, but don't put more on your plate than you can handle right now. And the reason why I say that is because what is coming is a need for moderation. You need to slow down. You are a very passionate human being. When you take something, when something hits your heart, you go after it full throttle. And sometimes you just need to slow down and breathe. Because when you go after things full throttle, you unintentionally hit a wall that leaves you stunned and wondering what just happened. Slow down. You do not have to do everything. You are not responsible for everything. Take care of yourself, take care of your mom, and let things go where they go. If other people cannot pick up the slack, that's on them. Keep your priorities straight and take it one step at a time. Okay? Okay.
Yet again, we have another ... to be continued. And then, so what is falling away? What do you need to forgive in this full moon? Surrender obsessive thinking. The message on this card reads, if you are obsessing about a person or a situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. Now, neither Anna nor I, and I'm going to speak for Anna, and I really shouldn't, but I know her well enough to know that it's this, we're not in any way minimizing the situation that you find yourself in.
Oh, God, no.
It's difficult. She knows it. She lives the same situation, and I lived this situation with both my parents. So we understand the gravity of the situation. But you going over, each day, each step, each thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. It doesn't matter what the situation is. That does not serve you. That doesn't help you. It only amps up your stress level. So this is about you. It's not about your situation. It's about you. If you can sort of tone that down just a little bit and allow yourself just some time, just like have a shower and don't think about anything. You know what I mean? Sit down and watch a half an hour program. Just allow yourself that time. It will help immensely with being able to have more moderation and control, like Anna was saying, right? Bringing that balance, those skills back into, instead of like this, maybe they're like this now. You know what I mean? It's just going to help a little bit. It's not going to solve the problem, but it's going to help a little bit. Because when you do that, your mental clarity increases because you don't have so much other clutter around. So when faced with having to make a split-second decision or another obstacle thrown in front of your way, you're able to think clearer and react faster because you have more clarity. That's really what it boils down to. Again, no disrespect, because I understand easier said than done, right? What's being illuminated by this full moon? What is it showing you? To focus, focus on the positive. Again, like Anna was saying, like it's hard, What's positive about the situation that you find yourself in? On the outside, looking in from your perspective, maybe not much. But from where I'm sitting, you know, your mom is still here, right? You're saying in the chat that you and your sister are working close together.
Every now and then, give each other a day off.
Give each other a hug.
Yeah.
Right? What comes next for you, Steve? We have divine plan.
Yeah.
Your soul has a master blueprint of your life path that it holds within it. It will never steer you in the wrong direction. I mean, you want to talk about a blessing that is, Spirit's got your back. Spirit's got your back. Your ancestors got your back. Your passed over loved ones have your back. Your angel, your guides, they got your back. They're with you. They're following you. They're hovering around you. They're embracing you. So focus on the positive. Remember to count your blessings. And if you need help, ask for it, because it certainly sounds like they are around you, willing to assist, ready to assist, able to assist. And let them help you as you navigate this journey. I hope that helps, my dear. And I thank you kindly for being here and for waiting so long and for asking the question. All right. Lise is up next. I would love a reading. I need one too right now.
I love that avatar. That is such a pretty picture.
Isn't it though? All right. Oh, I'm getting cold. Even though I have my total, I mean, hello, can you tell that we live in two different climates? I mean, hello, really? It's like you got like a t-shirt on and I'm like I mean, all I need is a hat and I've got a parka, you know what I mean?
Right now, the temperature's like 40.
I don't want to hear it. I guarantee you it's like 60 more than what it is here.
Oh, more than likely. It is 46 degrees Fahrenheit here.
Actually, well, that's not that warm. I think it's
not that warm, but considering last week it was negative 15. It's like a freaking heat wave. Literally, we went one day from a -2 to 73 in one afternoon. I'm like, oh my God, my body was killing me.
See, friends, that's what you do here in Canada. You just layer. Now you know what it's like to be here. So
that's why I moved out of New York. I couldn't take the cold. Sorry. Now I'm to the point of saying, oh no, maybe I need to move to Colombia.
Thank you, Mika. Mika said beautiful readings.
Okay. So, easy.
Lisa's Anna, same in Connecticut. Like the weather's cold there. Crazy, like up and down temperature, flowy things.
Okay, the first card I've got for you that needs to be released is your perception of what's beautiful. And oddly enough, I'm feeling this is more of a relationship.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. There's something going on with somebody. It could be a boyfriend, it could be a best friend, it could be a relative. But there's some type of illusion being played. And you're being called on to look.
Not that I'm co-signing it. I'm like waving my card like, yes, that's what I was doing.
What is going to be illuminated is your need to understand who's loyal And that includes yourself. Are you loyal to yourself? Do you respect yourself? Do those other people in your life respect you? Are they loyal to you?
Yeah.
If they're not, darling, you need to make some changes. If they are, hold on to them, embrace them fully. But if they're not, you need to place your loyalty of yourself over how they feel about you. Nobody could ever love you more than you can love yourself. And if you don't, if you don't love yourself and you're not loyal to yourself and you don't respect yourself, you're teaching other people not to be loyal to you, not to respect you. Treat yourself the way you want other people to treat you so that they know the guidelines, so that they know the rules to follow. And the reason that information came out is because these two cards fell at the same time. And one is a conclusion. There's an ending coming. And it's going to be rock solid ending. No second chances, no third chances, no hemming and hawing. It's a rock solid ending to something important. But at the same time, you have a new beginning. In a new understanding of yourself, a new understanding of what you want, a new respect, and new desires. Somebody's been telling you, no, you cannot, whether they're making you feel like you're not intellectually or emotionally mature enough to go after it. This one is telling you, you can have whatever new beginning you want. It may require you going and taking a few classes. It may require you going to find a mentor to assist you in achieving what it is that you want. But it can be achieved. It is a path that you can walk down if you choose. It's up to you. Are you going to be loyal to your dreams? Or are you going to leave them on the side of the road? It's your choice. Okay, there.
Lisa, what I got for you is sort of similar to what Anna got. We start out with how appropriate the wolf card
for the
wolf moon. And so this is what's falling away or what you need to forgive. And this on the top of the card, it says cunning and stealth. And the next card will make that card make more sense. So the next card, which is, what is the full moon illuminating? We have the eclipse in Libra, rebalance. It's a beautiful card, right? Beautiful image.
It is a beautiful card.
On the top of the card, the message says reevaluate relationships, justice, and fair play. So if someone has been, sort of like, I want to say poking the bear at you, picking on you, picking a fight, or being just like removed slightly from you, making you question, did I do something? Do you know what I mean? I feel like you're not being treated fairly. And this moon is illuminating that, and you're gonna try and like bring the scale back into balance again by really sort of zoning in on like, hey, now hold on a minute, like you can't do that to me. I feel that you're very strong in once you sort of get an idea or grasp onto something that you're like, like all systems go, full steam ahead kind of person. The last card is what comes next. We have confidence is your key to success. So that implies that you know that you have the spark, you have the shine, you've got the power, but for whatever reason, you are allowing outside sources to sort of get inside of your head and tell you that you're not who you think you are. But you know who you are. So I want to almost say be a little cunning, be a little stealth, right? Howl at the moon if you need to. Get your scale back into balance again, and don't allow anyone to walk up to you and go, hey, now hold on, I'm just going to go and send you like that. The only person who can do that is you. Don't allow anybody else to tip your scale. You know what I mean? You've got the power. I think that you know that you do, but I feel like someone's rocked your boat and you sort of like, it's almost like you dropped your guard, so to speak, right? If that makes sense. Use this full moon, this energy to get your confidence back up and stand in your power again. Yeah. I hope that made sense. There are so many people that popped in and I didn't even say hi, and I feel terrible. And currently I'm looking for Sabrina's question because I did not star it like the dingbat that I am.
And I can't help you because when I accidentally closed out the Skype, nothing came back properly.
Right.
I mean, StreamYard.
So what we're gonna do is, because she hung on so long, we're gonna give Sabrina just a regular full moon reading.
Regular full moon reading, Sabrina. Which one?
Thank you, Joji, for being here. It's good to see you, my friend. Happy New Year to you. Thank you for everyone for joining us tonight. We do appreciate it. All right. So I hope that resonates, Lise. Let's get Lise off of the screen there. Okay, so Lise says, I am floored. I feel that my son wants to be the parent since I'm on disability. I'm just beginning to build my self-worth. Confidence is a good, or is a goal too. Thank you both. Yeah. That happens, when you reach a certain age on the kid front and on the parent front, right? You reach a certain age and all of a sudden your roles start to like collide and possibly even reverse or switch. And it's a good opportunity for both people or parties to take a step back and realize who they are and who they're talking to and about. Do you know what I mean?
Speaking from a child's perspective, look at how you have portrayed yourself before you speak to him. Because sometimes, see, I'm in both sides. Okay, I'm the child taking care of the mother who has a lot of physical issues, who's retired. But I'm also the person with such severe back problems that I cannot go out and get a regular 9-to-5 job because my body will not tolerate it. So I also depend on my son to help me out. So I can see both sides to a certain extent. Before you talk to your son, assess yourself, assess the way you get through the day, assess the way you speak about your issues, and determine whether or not you have accidentally given him a false impression. And whether you gave him a false impression or not, it doesn't matter. You still need to have this conversation because they're right. You are the mom. He is the child. There's a certain level of respect and dignity that you deserve, no matter what your medical conditions may be, no matter how much help you may need. But seeing things a little bit more clearly will make it easier to have the conversation without setting his hackles up and causing a rift in your relationship that is not needed. And I can honestly tell you, the male species, when it comes to children, believe that their britches are bigger than they actually are. It's just a given. So you do need to knock him down a little peg there. But at the same time, if you have been depending on him, you need to express whatever appreciation or gratitude you may have for what he has done while putting your foot down and saying, I don't appreciate this type of behavior. I do not deserve this type of behavior.
I would like to add that because I come from this, and I'm not saying that no one else knows how I feel. I don't mean that, but I approach these types of situations from a very different perspective now that my parents are both gone. Because I would literally give my right arm to be able to help my mom or my dad.
Just I know that feeling. That's the way I feel about my dad.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Nothing I can do.
No. So what I was going to say is this. Maybe allow yourself to take a step back and, kind of like count to 10 or 100 to get yourself past the upset or the anger of the actual situation. Remove yourself from the feeling of it and come to the conclusion or the understanding that you're both coming from a place of love.
Yes.
When you recognize and allow yourself to land on that point, that you're both coming from a place of love, right? That he loves you and that's why he's trying to look after you, no different than you love him and how you looked after him up until the time that he left the house. It allows you to be able to approach it in a different way where you could just walk up to each other and say, you know what? I know you're doing this because you love me. And that's a whole heck of a lot easier to hear and to really let it marinate through your body than going, you know what? I'm sick of you telling me what to do. It's just a totally different way to approach it, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
All right, let's get Sabrina's
right?
done. Yes, Sabrina.
Okay. So, Sabrina, my dear, you need to release this idea of you're all alone in the world. You're not. You have your husband. You have your spirits. You have your ancestors. They're always there guiding you. Whatever's going on that is making you feel alone, you need to look into that and actually pinpoint why you're feeling like you're alone, because you're not. A lot of times when, speaking personally, when I get to feeling alone, it's because I don't want to look at something. I don't want to discuss it. And that need to push it away like it doesn't exist. I personally accidentally push people away at the same time because I give off this thing of don't come near me or I'm going to hurt you type of vibe. When that's the last thing I want to do, but I just don't want to confront that issue. You need to confront that issue so that you can talk about it, so that you don't feel so alone. Okay? What the moon is illuminating for you is news. You haven't been as secretive about how you're feeling as you thought. Other people know. Once you're willing to talk, they're there to help you. They have seen it. They just didn't want to intrude. They were giving you time to process your emotions, process your understanding of what's going on before trying to help you. If you can do that, if you can get to that point, what you'll be seeing is a kindness that you didn't expect, an understanding, an ability to come to a resolution that everybody's happy with, but most especially you. They're there to help you. They have different perspective, different ideas, different solutions. You just have to be willing to talk to them. And everything just falls into place. You're not alone. They're there to help you. If you're willing to let them help you. Okie dokie, dear.
All right. Again, following on the same sort of path as Anna got, we start off with what is falling away or what do I need to forgive? And we have surrender, frustration. The message on this card reads, frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. What is the full moon trying to show you, or what is it illuminating? We have reminiscing. So I'm not sure if you, like over the holidays, perhaps you started thinking about, how things are different now from how they used to be. If someone from the past came into your life or ignored you, a family member, that type of vibe, it feels very much like you got a hold of something and you can't let it go, if that makes sense. Something from the past. Maybe it's even like an old pain or an old hurt from the past has sort of been, brought back up to the surface, and you're sort of embracing it and struggling with it, like you can't quite let it go. What comes next is the moon in Cancer, and we have belonging. And on the top here, it says a sensitive, introspective phase, which is very much like a hermit sort of energy, right? Allowing yourself to get quiet and to do some self-discovery and some self-introspection. Why is this holding on to me? Why did this thing sort of like reach up out of nowhere and go and won't let you go? Why am I letting this thing sort of like compound me and confound me and take over, right? It feels very much like that kind of thing. So the full moon is illuminating that you're bringing something from the past that you already let go of, you already dealt with, you've brought it back up, and now you're putting yourself through all of that all over again. And so your point is to think about why would you do that to yourself? Is it a lesson that you didn't learn? Were you displaying behaviors, or was another situation sort of going in the same trajectory as what had happened in the past? So it's like bringing it up again for you. I pulled one more card because I felt like that didn't give me enough, or give you enough from me. And I love this card. It's my favorite card, by the way. We've got the full moon in Leo. And we have Go Wild. So be a lion. Claim your power. Don't let anyone take your power away from you. Stand in your power, right? Get your inner courage and your inner bravery, right? Put your superwoman cape on and go out there and show them, whoever them is. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's others. Maybe it's both. Show them. Show them who you are when you shine. Show them who you are when you put your super cape on and do what only you can do. Go wild. Like, not literally, but you know what I mean, right? It's very much like I Am Woman, Hear Me Roar kind of vibe from this card. And I love it because I'm a Leo, so I get it. So I hope that helps, Sabrina. I hope that resonates. Friends, thank you so much. 2 hours and 28 minutes, mini marathon. Was not intentional. I thank everyone for being here on a banana. Thank you so much for joining me for the full moon readings. Always a treat. Please don't forget to go show my friend some love if you're not already subscribed to her channel. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. I will be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern with Ron Unconditional Love for Thanks Spirited Friday. With that being said, from us to you, we wish you many, many, many blessings. Mwah! Bye, everybody.